There we go. Welcome back. Yeah. Guess you gotta take the dog back to the city. Guess we don't need AC right now, do we? Let me see here. That. Oh, I gotta put that right there. That right there. Fix the mirror. Okay. Yeah, welcome back. She's freaking pouring out there right now. I know what you want. I gotta get up. Alright. Okay, here we go. That's good. There. Okay. We can do that now. Wow. That was a good time to get in trouble. She gave me 20 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. And I got 10 from the last time, and I only have to give this sweet, charming girl Erica, the groomer, a $5. So, we're starting to amass a small fortune of $25. Now, what do we got? Oh, I gotta get gas. They're both freaking vehicles. Okay. We got an hour to get there. Alright, look at this. Rain. I think it's almost over, but just the same, we got some rain. It's so dry. I took the dog for a walk up to see the Ice's grave that I haven't got anything done to. But I have figured out what I'm going to do there when I do it. But the grass, I got big dead patches all over my lawn. That's how dry it was. So, geez, there's a little more rain than hot. Here I am in sandals. So what I'm going to do with the grave site, because all the dogs will be in there before long. Well, not so much Bear, but Storm's in the queue. And I'm going to take the rototiller up there. I'm going to see if I can get one of these young guys up there. Take the rototiller up. What I'm going to do is rototill that whole patch. Move it all up. Flatten it all down. And put some grass seed on it. So that I can get in there with the mower and keep it tidy. As it is, the raspberries are starting to come up where we had cleaned it off a bit before, but that's not going to do. I know there's a log in there, and there's a bunch of broken branches, and etc. A couple of big rocks. So, it's got to go. Then, fart there. Oof. We'll get that all cleaned up. So when the guy comes, we have to bury, say, Storm. I'll put a tarp on the grass. He can dig the hole, drop the dog, and then whatever's on the tarp, I can just sprinkle it on the mound, because that'll settle in after a while. And it'll keep mowing it, but I won't have a big mess on my hands. As it is, I don't want to go in there with the mower because I don't really know what the hell's in there. But that'd be that. So we haven't had rain. You can see the hayfield there. That's just burnt right up. Yeah. For a few weeks, and the rain that we got wasn't very long. And we need it so that it's sustained for 24 hours or so to get the ground to soak it up. You see right here, a lot of dead spots. Pay attention to the holes in the road today. There we go. Hope the wiper's not too disturbing. And to answer the last video, I tried to jerry-rig up my phone, and that didn't work out too good. It was so jumpy that you couldn't really make out what was going on. This is a little better, but it's still these old cameras. Right off the washboard. That won't rattle your teeth. Okay. Let's turn the crane down there a little later. Our road, from the chemical they put on it last year to keep the dust down, has helped keep the road together a lot better than it was. So we haven't sent the grader down for quite some time. And the road's still holding stuff together. But up here where the road dips down to the bottom, they need to put some more dirt on it and raise it up. They have ditches up here, but down at the very bottom where you need them, and it needs to be channeled away, there's nowhere to water. It can go anywhere. So we're going to break over the crest of the hill here. Right here. You can see where the water is down there a little bit. Try to find the, there we go. Stay out of those potholes. Sure how I'm going to do this with the gas. I think I'll go to the reserve and get it done. There we go. Well, the rain's pretty near stopped. Just enough to wet the road and get the dust down. Oh, what's that sticking down there? Broken branch. And the way these trees, some of these are leaning over, when we get that first snow, if it's sticky, it'll snap every tree that's leaning over. Well, I can clean this brush off. That's what's happened to most of these ones in the ditch already. Oh. Yeah, I haven't gone down the bush road very much. I need a couple of guys to go down there with me, and we clean it up. And then we might end up having to rent something to clean out both sides of the road, get it back, fresh back real good. Because if we don't, we won't be going down that road no more. An old Lonesome Charlie down there, that big white pine that's all by itself, he'll just fall over one day and that'd be the end of that. Be a bunch of dead ants after that thing topples. Termites. Yes, sir, and it's recycled tomorrow, so I'll have to lug that up to the road. But this here is not supposed to last all that long, this rain. It was supposed to start like 2 o'clock till 8 o'clock, but of course it didn't. It started at 10, so it's probably going to be over by 2 or 3. I guess. And next Sunday, 6 days from now, it'll be September 1st. And after the long weekend, things are going to start shutting down. And I'm not sure about hunting down here, but that'll be all gearing up. Guys will be dragging out bags of molasses, oats, and apples when they're ready, and just getting the deer and the bear places all rigged up. I'll be gone for the month of October. I'm going to be heading out west, I think. I've been asked to come along as a guide to my old stomping grounds. See if my daughter can get a deer and a bear. First, I'll get some pictures of all of this stuff. And I think she's got a cow elk too, or antlerless they call them. Anyway, where my son-in-law's parents live, they are got themselves a fair-sized ranch, and the hay that they bale up for the cattle for the winter, the elk get into it, and they just wreck it, just tear the bales apart. So, how do we do this? Let's see. If I go the opposite way, I can go to the reserve. No, I don't want to do that. We're not going that way. We're just going to go in the regular way, get the dog in, get him loaded back up, and then I'll go and get some gas for a lawnmower. I'm just going to get a 5-gallon jug or whatever it is and fill up the Jeep. Yes, sir. There's a little pile of wood there. I wouldn't mind dragging a pile of wood into the garage from the woodshed, a row, say a rack or whatever they call it, so that I won't have to do that in the dead of winter. We don't go through much wood anymore. It's I don't know. I don't think it makes much difference in our bill. Plus, it's say $300 a cord, and if you burn a cord of wood every month, and your power bill's, $300, might as well use the power bill, and then you've got more evenly distributed heat. This is the cheapest gas in the country, right here, 136.9 a liter. So we'll figure out the gas thing on the way back. Don't forget to do the mirrors. We're going to have to get the gardens rototilled, and I'm thinking turning the potato patch back into lawn as well. The problem is, when I first put the potatoes in there, that's before my wife got into any of these additions or additional health for the dirt. And I ended up putting quite a bit of wood ash on it, and potatoes don't like wood ash, and then we just started not getting any potatoes anymore. So, I just turn it back into lawn, because we're not getting any potatoes out of it. I had the potato patch, I had it so thick, you couldn't see where the rows were, because it was just, I don't know, just like corn. It was thick. Really thick. And I got about, on that little patch, probably I'd say close to 10 bags of potatoes. That's 100 pounds. It's 1,000 pounds-ish. Now, there's a nice old tractor. They sure want a lot of money for some of these old things. We don't need a wiper here, do we? Oh yeah, spit still. spitting now. Dog's nice and quiet. He's usually pretty good until we get about halfway home. Because he doesn't like, I can load him up easy here at the house with the ramp. He usually walks, you know, just take him for a tour around the Jeep so I can sweeten up the tires for me. And then he goes right into the back of the Jeep, close the door, and that'd be it. But on the way home from the groomers, a lot of times I get her to come out and help me get him in the back. She's a little bit more fleet of foot, so once you get him running a little bit, it doesn't take much, and he'll leap into the back. It's like, hallelujah. Close the thing and away we go. But the problem is he doesn't get a chance to pee. And he doesn't pee, per se, in the kennel they put him in. And they move him quick between where I drop him off and they put him on the table, into the kennel, and then right into the back of the Jeep. So he's holding it a fair time there. Which I would want that. Now, well, here we are. The landing. How much money this guy makes selling cars. Interesting. He wouldn't be selling cars if there was no money in it. Just like the real estate. Doesn't matter what kind of property you got, it always seems to be going up in value. Yes, sir. The Reefer Kings. That's on the reserve on the other side of the river. They sell pot, marijuana. And down here they used to have tons of it. People were growing, supplement their income. And 7D. Gotta pay attention here. My head's sticking a little wobbly there. Yeah. So gas is 141 and it's 136 at the other place. That's a nickel difference. Well, how many liters this thing takes? What, a 16, 20 gallon tank maybe? Somewhere in that neighborhood. And it won't be long we're going to get the undercoat done, so I'll have to be going back to that car wash again. There. Just cruising right along here. Used to be a railway line right here on the right. And I do believe that you used to go to Edmundston and down towards Montreal out of Fredericton. So there was a rail line from Halifax to Moncton to St. John, Fredericton, Edmundston, and Quebec City, Montreal, Toronto, kind of a thing. And we had a stop at Burt's Corner where I live, and they would load these pulp logs up on there. You couldn't even see the end of the train, and there would be like 3-4 engines, locomotives, pulling and pushing that load to get it up to the mill somewhere. And I believe what they used to do in the old days, they would just open up the side, drop the side, and it'll all pour out the side into a holding pond or a river. And then that would wash the logs before they got it into the mill to get as much dirt off of it as they could. There we go. See again. Oh. Anyway. I seen these Asian guys cutting this tree. I swear to God, it must have had a diameter of more than 16 feet. It's huge. They had to use what the hell they call that? The overhead crane, oh, I can't remember what the name of it is, but the gantry, I think it is, something like that. Anyway, they had to use that to pick up the slabs off of it when they cut it. And when the truck rolled in, they had 4 sections of these logs on there, and they were about 30 feet long each. It was a huge freaking load of wood. Anyway, pretty interesting. I like to watch that kind of stuff on YouTube. Oh, there goes the UPS guys. I had a package delivered on a Sunday from Prime. That wasn't for me. I thought, geez, what's the old woman doing? It's coming back already. And it was the courier. Front end of it, sure, it looked really close to what this thing looks like. So, anyway, we're going to have to go again. So my wife would like something when I take it home. Today's a Monday. Oh, there's a bunch of dirt going in there. There's a good stream of cars behind me. There's one plus way back there, there's about 10 more. Slow her down, boys. I've seen they've made this thing like in Star Wars. You know, they had those like a motorbike going through the forest. Well, they have a bike now that can I don't know. I think it's like a drone, and you can sit on this thing, and you can go pretty near anywhere. I don't know what it's like going up a hill or anything, but pretty neat. The future. There's an all new world coming here, or is here already. I watched a couple of movies, or and a TV series. Finished that up, or I'll finish that tonight. And they both were around World War I. They kept mentioning in the show that the world is going to be different after the war, and like women's rights, animal rights, and all this other kind of thing was in motion then. Started during the war, when all the women had to go and do the men's jobs, and then they didn't want to leave their jobs when the men came back. So there was high unemployment, and they still had old cultural ways that was still invoked, like your parents with women, especially, or most notably, if they were a society or anything like that, they basically were forced to become not housemaids, but like house sitters in a way. Like, all they had was money to go spending, but they weren't allowed to go anywhere alone, all that kind of thing. And the war changed all that. I thought that was pretty good. And then the other one I watched, geez, both of them were tear jerkers too. I hate when they get into that, because sometimes it gets to me, if you know what I'm saying. And the other movie was I finally got my computer working right. All the videos were 90 degrees out of whack. So I got them turned up right. So I thought, well, since I got one in there anyway, might as well watch it. It was called War Horse. It's about the play of this horse during World War I. You know, prior to World War I, and then so forth. It was really good. I don't know if there's any truth to the fact or not, but there has been horses decorated. And there was even a bear, Winnie the Pooh, came from Winnie, from Winnipeg. That was one of the Canadian Army's mascot. So they smuggled this bear over to Europe. They're pretty interesting, some of these. I do enjoy World War I and II. Okay, can we go or not? Not yet. Here we go. Up to it. So for the van, we don't know what kind of a driver's in there. Watch over that edge. Boy, they got all the flowers in there. Circle. So, okay, I gotta get up there. We'll stay here first. I probably have time to go to this reserve here. And I don't want to do it that way. I gotta get the gas on the way back. The lawnmower gas. I only got one container, so I don't want that sitting in the Jeep till I'm on the way home. I might as well do it where somebody will fill it up for me. Just hope that I gotta watch it to make sure that they don't overfill it over the line, because sometimes the gas will leak out, and I don't want it leaking out in the Jeep, because that'll smell to high heavens for a long time. Okay, and here we go. Nice big New Brunswick flag. You see a lot of them here. The big flag. Okay, what we got going on here? I think we'll go to this lane here. Because of that dump truck. Whoa, bus, whoa, please. Thank you. Really didn't want to get behind that. Bang, bang. Yipper. It's good. Hope it rains all day. It'll ruin our road, but Service Master. You might have to get those guys to come in after all the dogs are gone. Give the house a total clean out. Wash the walls, do the vents, etc. There we are. Okay. Boy, just zipping right along. Words. Oh yeah, Northumberland Street's closed still. It's been closed all spring. Since spring. I used to live over there on Brunswick Street as a kid. My grandfather's house. Huh. They're getting rained on. Oh, we missed this light. I got time. So, how am I going to do this? Huh. Come on, let's go green, green, green. $18 out, and it's humid in here. Must have bumped the friggin' one of the paddles. That'll blow the carbon out of it. Yeah, the other day coming up here, a week or so ago, there was 3 deer running across the road. Oh, there's a freaking flag man up there. Oh, goody. Yeah. Old Smythe Street. It was very British at one point. France was on the other side of the province, on the eastern side. The Acadian side. And then the Brits took over, and the Acadians all took off and ended up in Florida, or most of them, or whatever. Oh, it's looking good, Bob. You might make it. Oh, that's even a good sign. Play an iron work. Here we go, Mr. Fumblefoot. Now, I'll turn this down. One's a little excessive, Bob. Okay, we just got to make sure. Now, how am I going to do this? Got to think this out. I have to go to the reserve, and I have to get us something to eat. So, what to do? Well, I got to go to one reserve or the other. Okay, let's do it this way. We'll go to Popeyes. We'll get 2 chicken sandwiches. One without mayo. One with the light dressing of mayo. The other one normal. And how else are we gonna do this? How come that one window's all freaking fogged up? freaking see here. Oh, this isn't going to do my neck any good. There we go. We're out of here. Okay. And it's 11:31. Our appointment was 1 minute ago, and we are on our way home. Now, Giselle, on the other hand, my lovely wife, will sit in the parking lot waiting for 11:30. Oh, that's why. Listen, let me just get a park here for a second. The vent is closed. That's why that window's all fucked up. And I can't really reach it from here, so I have to get out of the car. Okay. There. That should do it. All right. And I won't bother with fries. Just 2 sandwiches. I got a bottle of water. I can take the top off of that as we speak. That. We're good. And we can go. Ready? So we turn this fan up. Clear that window up a bit, maybe. I don't like that. That's a speaker, so that ain't gonna help much matters. The old thinking cap on here. Let's do that this way then. Full defrost. Perfect. Now, we'll go this way. And I got enough to get upriver, so just can't go by the next gas station. Upriver. So, Stormy, you're breathing too heavy. Oh boy. Dinky linky dinky dinky dink dink dink. Let's go. A Ford. Titanium, no doubt. I didn't think twice about going through. Okay. I'm not too freaking happy about that. The frost isn't working very good on the other window there, on the side window. Oh, well, maybe we'll have to get out and wipe that off. This is where we rented the old, well, we didn't rent it, we just got it in exchange to get this old bird fixed. That's Summit. That took over a month to figure out. We went to several different, what the hell is this little lunchbox? Look at that. See a little Lego block here. The hell is it? Hard to say what that is. It's a funny looking thing. Nissan maybe? Oh, it's a cube. So whoever makes that. Now the gas here is 143. I highly doubt that the Burton store is 136. I don't think they changed the sign. Okay, down this way. Oh, I can see a little bit on it. Almost enough to get the mirror clear. Okay. We're gonna do this now. It is good chicken. Must admit. Yeah, maybe we'll go this way. There we are. Now we're in the proper. Volkswagen. Okay. I want 2 original sandwiches. One of them, I want just a little bit of mayo on it, and mark it so I know which one it is.
Yeah, it's combo or just a sandwich?
Just a sandwich.
Okay.
2 of them. 2 of them though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Light mayo, right?
Light mayo on 1.
Okay.
Okay?
Anything else?
No, sir. Tamam?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Don't know if he was Filipino or what the hell he was. Go to this window. at the water dripping off that. Wilson Security. Ooh-wee. Getting moist in here. So where is this guy? Where is this freaking clown? Two sandwiches. Did that ding? Did that ding? Well, I guess it did. Thank you. Which one is one marked with light mail? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Summer job. Coming to an end. Water going on that. Okay. What the hell? Now we'll go get some. Eat this. And Louisiana chicken. There, like that. Good job, boys. Girls, what's in the bag here? Oh, something behind us. Get out of here. Dresses. Always gotta check your freaking order. Oh, good. That window's cleared right up. Yeah. I guess we can put some hot sauce on it now that I know. Let's see. Louisiana. Okay. I'll save one hot sauce. Alright. There's a nice chunk of chicken there, I'll tell you that much. Of course. There. Got that over. I hope this stuff isn't too freaking hot. I do know one thing. If I put hot sauce on this chicken sandwich for my wife, I'd have to eat it, and I would be under duress while I chewed into it. Okay, so that's good. We'll use the wrapper, get that sorted out, and we're good to go. Oh, cap's ready. Underwater. Okay. All right, here we go. That's Tim Hortons. Parking lot's full. Pretty near full all the time. So, that's a pretty hefty piece of chicken. Hardly get my mouth around the sandwich. Prairie View. That's back behind us here. Oh, it's right there, kitty corner to us. There's the Ford dealership up there on the right. Really hot. Yeah, we're good to go. Oh, that's so. What are they doing here? Upgrading the road, maybe? This here's another one of those roads that goes around the bulk of the city. And then when we come into the city on the other side, we've got a road that goes around a good chunk of the city on the north side. Spring Hill. This is the last Thames until you get to Woodstock, I think. There. Don't even think of going. There. Now you go. Well, depending upon the price of the gas, I guess, I could make it home. There's a little vegetable stand. 82. attention here. I can't get too distracted here trying to eat this thing and drive. I wonder how long this rain's going to last. I haven't cut my lawn since July. But this spring I was cutting it every 4, 5, 6 days. I must admit this is one damn good sandwich. Yeah, there wasn't no houses out here. This is all farms at one time, not that long ago. The city bus comes out this far. There we go. Then I gotta slow down here. There's a school zone coming up. I don't think they're back to school yet. Or I wouldn't be speeding. A slice of dill pickle in this sandwich is a welcome change to the way I used to eat chicken sandwiches. It's just ketchup. Oh yeah, butternut. That's new down there. Price of houses out here, you'd be lucky to get a house for $500,000 here. An old one. Okay, 90 clicks. I found a piece with hot sauce in it. Look at all the freaking caterpillars in those trees. It's gross when you cut one of those branches off. It's just swarming the freaking caterpillars and larvae. It's very gross. one more good white left. Okay. And the gas station's just on the other side of this hill. There. Very good. Still hot in here. Here we go. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, there's that. Oh. I don't want him in the front seat. Come here. Stay there.
Hi, Storm. Oh,
8.
8.
And oh, here's the can. Okay, lay down. Let's go. Let's go home. Come on. Come on, back. Okay, we're on our way home. I've hit a Nicolmore. 141.9, 143 in the city. You think the city would be cheaper than out in the country. I know in Alberta, when I lived out there, you could always get gas cheap if you went out of the city, but you had to go quite a ways away. Hey, lay down there, buddy. All right. Oh, I want to break some copyright there. Well, now, I'm going to put the AC on because this is too hot. It's cooking in here. Okay. There's the riverside. That's a nice, not a bad place to eat. And we almost missed August here. I'm going to have to get a hold of a friend here. Because we try to go out once a month, and we're almost at the end of the month here. Yeah, good. I got something stuck between my teeth. Red light. It should be green by the time we get there, I think. And I need something to pick my teeth. But that's a lot of water that thing's holding back. There. Almost. Okay. Oh, wow. They've been working on this thing since I moved back to New Brunswick. My dad used to be the safety officer when they built this in the early 60s, or the mid 60s. I always like to wave to these guys for the simple fact that they, well, I'm going to go a different way home. Turn right here. And we're going to go down, up the Sisson Road. That way I suppose I can go this way. Let me see here. Let me clean this out. Yeah, we'll go this way. I can cut down somewhere else. I got to get on the trip. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, we're good to go. This is pretty bad around here for deer. Worst time to come through here is early morning, and as the sun starts to go down. Because they head down to the river, and you can't see them. I guess there's no manual for these deer to learn from, but not to stay off the road. Or get out of the way when the car's coming. But they just dart right out, and that's it. Bang. You got one. My cousin, he had an interesting accident he had to go to. He used to work for the forestry, so he was out there checking trees and all that stuff. They called him out to an accident. Some guy with an MG hit a moose. It was over this guy's body, and the thing was starting to have a baby. So he went there and he delivered the baby. The moose was dead. The guy underneath it was dead. But they had to winch the moose off. It was a big deal. A moose is about the size of one of those little MG cars. Pretty big. I know from living out west and shooting one of those things, the hard part begins when you got to get them in the back of the truck to take them home. I was lucky at one point there. I had a guy that had a tow truck business.